Today we'll be looking at a brand called Boys Lie, apparel for the empowered woman. After assessing their digital presence on various different platforms, I've decided to narrow it down and look closer into their social media, their website, and their Google search ads, because these are the three primary areas where Boys Lie exhausts their digital presence. And I think that they have some really good stuff that they do and some stuff that could use some improvement. When I was searching through different social media platforms, I was actually surprised to find that they only have one social media account, and it's actually on Instagram. This actually kind of makes sense to me though, because they are a relatively new company, because they were just founded in 2018. But I do actually find this to be a pretty good hub and spoke method, because everything that they do is kind of circled around Instagram, and their consumer base, almost all of them would be on Instagram. And you can kind of see just by like scrolling through these photos and stuff, they kind of have like an edgy vibe going on. And they have quite a bit of followers. They have 102,000 followers, and they have like the link to their website, and you can go through their stories, and they repost almost every single time someone tags them on an Instagram story. They repost it and they slide up and they comment on it. For the sake of this project, I actually ended up deciding to message them just to see how engaged they are with their customers. So I sent them a message saying, "I'm obsessed with this, thank you." And they said, "It looks so good on you, thank you for your support." And they responded like almost immediately. And so then I ended up asking them some more questions, like regarding if they're hiring. And then I asked them some more questions that are relevant to my project. And they actually ended up really helping me out and gave me some more insight and information into how they use Instagram and their digital presence to help get some more awareness and to let people know about their brand. And I feel like this just shows how engaged they are with their customers. And it shows that they like to have two-way conversations. And it makes you feel like you're almost their friend. And so you can go to their tag section on Instagram. And so many people tag them in photos. And they like and comment on every single one. Which is why I think their Instagram account is a great representation of how good they are with their digital presence. Another factor that bolsters their digital presence on Instagram is when I was talking to them on Instagram messaging, they told me that they send PR packages to these very famous celebrities, and they end up falling in love with their brand and post about it. And this is just another way that they help their brand authenticity, like an authentic way of advertisement. And having these celebrities post about them keeps their brand relevant, and it also sparks a deeper connection among these celebrities' fans. Now we're going to be taking a look at Boys Lie's website, because this is another pretty important part of their digital presence. When you first go to their website, you're greeted by this really modern and sleek video of them showing off their latest drop. And this brand does depend a lot on the idea of scarcity because their drops run out so fast. And this video really appeals to the younger generation because it shows these popular models modeling in these really cool outfits. Their shopping section of their website is pretty basic, but I do appreciate that they keep it really clean and simple. Everything, well, whatever's left of the drop is still there, but it's all there and it's all pretty clean. And when you press on it, it gives you a short bio of why this item is special and what's left of it. And then the other important thing to note is that the website's also responsive. And so when you move it closer, this is how it would look on like a phone. And this is really important for modern websites today because a lot of younger people are going to be all shopping on these websites with their phones. And when you have it in a phone setting, the add to cart is always at the bottom, which is kind of like a call to action, and it keeps people having this idea of adding it to their cart in mind. The final and most interesting factor of their digital presence would be their Google search ads, which in reality aren't actually their own Google search ads. It's Google search ads through intermediary websites. So when you type in Boys Lie on the Google search bar, it takes you to the main page, and it has a bunch of ads for Boys Lie clothing. But if you look, none of these are actually for Boys Lie themselves. And the website paying to be at the top of the list is Revolve, which is actually similar to Nordstrom's but for trendier clothes. So they're paying the money for the advertisement of Boys Lie, but Boys Lie isn't paying any of this money. And so it's actually a really cheap and effective way for Boys Lie to get awareness, but it's through these intermediary websites. These big companies like Revolve and Tilly's are paying this extra money to be at the top of the Google search ads because Boys Lie is rapidly becoming popular, and so it's worth the investment in order to stay relevant and keep up with brands like Boys Lie. And after looking at this list of why these ads, you can see that they're paying money for the search terms Boys Lie because it is growing a lot based off Google Trends, and so they're trying to stay relevant with what's popular. As amazing as this 2-year-old company is doing with growing their digital presence, I think there's some different things that they can do to help their brand authenticity and also help make their website look a little bit more professional. When scrolling down on the homepage of their website, it still looks really modern and cool, but you can start to notice these photos. I'm circling around one right now. It's kind of blurry and it doesn't really seem that professional. And then the one down here is even worse. Once I get to it, here it is. So when you start to zoom in onto these photos, and even just looking at the website, they're super blurry and pixelated. And I think this is kind of like an amateur move on the website developer's part. And by fixing these really blurry photos that are included on their website, I think that they could actually make their website look a little bit more professional. And I think that this would be a great move for their brand. Another idea I had is that social responsibility is huge for brands right now, especially in this political environment. And I was thinking that Boys Lie could team up with different organizations such as Women Against Abuse because these organizations match up with Boys Lie's mission, which is all about female empowerment. And I think that this would show like a deeper brand purpose and it would really help bolster this brand's digital presence if they were able to advertise this correctly because it's a very authentic match. And so I think that Boys Lies cares if they were to launch this program, it would show social responsibility. And by teaming up with these different organizations, if these collaborations could like actually bolster their brand authenticity and show that Boys Lie truly has a deeper meaning and a deeper purpose. And by advertising this, they could also spark action and help like relay like their deeper meaning behind their mission. Boys Lie, being so engaged with their customers, actually asked to be able to watch this presentation once I'm done with it. And so I want to thank you guys for listening today, and I'm really excited to send this on to them.